Against the Shulchan Aruch. I think that's what he says. That you can't say, somebody says like this, when it comes to mumminess, so two people have a fight, so one person says, I'm not going to pay because I have a certain day that holds like me. Somebody brings some sefer, somebody someplace that says like him. Says you can't take away it. So you'll do it all over the Nyanim of Mominus, that Amotzi Mechaver all over right. To take out moment from somebody, you need the strongest proof. Eidim, or so you can say, I'm holding no money, so I'm saying I hold like this sheet. So I think it's what the Tumim says, that since the Dvar Hashem was put into the mouth of Rabbi Yosef Karo and Rabbeinu Moshe, the Ramah, so you can't say against the Shulchan Aruch, you can't say Kim, you can't say I hold like this sheet. I think that's what he says.
Again, who says this?
The Tumim, the Rabbeinu Yehonus. So that's what he says. I'm saying that you see how Min HaShamayim was Nisgalga Adover, that certain Yechidi Hadorus were Zoche, that their Sefer was Nispashet in the whole Klal Yisrael. And that was the Shulchan Aruch. That was these two were Mechaber the Shulchan Aruch together. That's Merumas in the Indian of Yosef, the Aronu Shel Yosef, and Moshe Rabbeinu carried the Aronu Shel Yosef. Then in the later Doros, Kar of that time, who was Zoche that his Sefer was Niskaba B'chol Klal Yisrael?
Nishmura.
Right.
Of course, Rabbeinu.
Yeah, that was the whole Matan Torah came through Rabbeinu, but we're talking about after that. So the Mishnah Brura, the chafetz chaim was Zoche, that he also made a sefer on the Shulchan Aruch, and also that was Niskabel in the whole Klal Yisrael, 95%.
What about the Shach? We talked about with the Indian of Oravut, Orvim.
Yeah.
The Shach was, you can say Kimli Neged Shach.
Oh, man. That's a good question. I don't think so. I think you can. Anyway, so now it's a special din in the Shulchan Aruch. That's what Rabbi Yonasan Eibshitz says. There's a special koch that the Shulchan Aruch. I said that Rav Hutner said that the Shulchan Aruch was a silent Matan Torah. It was a Nesinas HaTorah was given to Klal Yisrael. The Shulchan Aruch, that's the Yesod of Klal Yisrael. Then later in this door they call it Lesfaradim, Leashkenazim, Lefias Faradim, Lefias Ashkenazim. Really, and they used to, more than 40 years ago, they would say Lefi HaMachaber, Lefi HaRamo. But then the Nusach changed somehow, I don't know how.
He left the Yerush in the world.
So, Lefias Faradim, it's not right to say like that. You have to say, who was it? It was the Beis Yosef. It's not Lefias Faradim. Anyway, so I'm saying, what was I saying?
HaMachaber, not the Beis Yosef, we say.
The Machaber, yeah. Everybody used to say the Machaber. Maybe they say Maran, it could be. They always said Maran, maybe. Yeah. Okay, so good, so Maran means our Rebbe, okay, but not say, Mutar la'asot, to make a chasna lel, like Lefias Faradim, mutar la'asot. Anyway, I'm saying like this, the chafetz chaim came later as a hamshich to that same siyata d'ishmaya that they had. So the chafetz chaim also had in the Mishnah Brura that everybody knows that this is how you learn Shulchan Aruch Orach Chaim. You have to see what the Mishnah Brura says. And he was that it was nispashet b'chol Klal Yisrael.
Now we have Daf Hayomi in the Mishnah Brura, a new thing starting.
We'll see how it goes.
Now we have Daf Yomi on the Mishnah Brura, you said?
No, there's a new thing, Daf Yomi on the Mishnah Brura. You haven't seen that, you don't read a newspaper?
You talk about Daf, Daf of Mishnah Brura.
Daf Yomi of Mishnah Brura. And now even the great Eliyahu Weinstein is giving a shir.
Does he learn a daf?
Yeah.
He can't. When does he have time?
10 minutes after Daf Yomi.
In a whole page he can
Except
learn.
this week he went to Uman, so...
In 10 minutes
He's not going to learn this, he's learning halacha. Boom, boom,
But the
boom,
Mishnah
boom.
Berurah is also, it's just to explain.
I come.
I don't know, just be... Anyway, it's definitely good to learn halacha, but you have to... Anyway, so he was zocher that he wrote a sefer. The pshat is more than that. If the chafetz chaim wouldn't have made a Mishnah Berurah, so it would have been hard to learn for weak people like us.
But the Orch HaShulchan wasn't good enough. Mm-hmm.
Maybe that would have been the sefer. I don't know.
But better Mishnah Berurah is that it builds on the Shulchan Aruch.
Yeah.
It doesn't stand by itself.
The Aruch HaShulchan stands by itself. It also goes up piece Seder HaShulchan Aruch, but I don't know what to tell you. But the Mishnah Berurah...
9:45.
9:45.
I don't know, the Gemara says, Trei Kali Lo Mishtame. I see it is Mishtame. So...
This is pushing the lady.
But the Mishnah Berurah is from all the poskim, maybe. All the poskim, everybody.
And not the Orch HaShulchan, not?
I don't know.
The Orch HaShulchan, the Orch HaShulchan and Mishnah Berurah had two separate missions. The Orch HaShulchan paskin from Minhag, and he collected Minhagim and tried to organize them, and the Chafetz Chaim felt that too many things had drifted into Minhag without a basis on halacha, so he was trying to root practice in actual halacha from the Gemara from the Shulchan Aruch.
Who told you this?
Who told me this? I sat for 5 years of every chafetz.
That's what he said?
Yeah, there's proof to it. You could read their, if I recall correctly, their Hakdamas to at least one of the Sfarim. Spent a lot of
But how
time on it.
many? That's hard to believe. See, the Chafetz Chaim says in Siman Kuf Dalet, he says that the God opened, that if they sent him to open, he didn't yet do Osher Shalom, and they sent him to open the Aron Kodesh for Avinu Malkeinu, so he can go without doing the Osher Shalom. He could just go up and open the Aron Kodesh. She'olam machzikim et zek tzas l'mitzvah.
Oh, there's a new Bekiyas he came up with.
Because Chaim Shapiro showed it. They'll have to go to show it to a certain person. That he says the olam is machzik et k'tzas l'mitzvah. That's like fakir. He's giving into the olam. I know somebody nowadays that he's machzik et k'tzas la'avera. What kind of business you go send me to open the Aron Kodesh? So anyway.
Wow, when did you see this?
So you see the greatness of the Chafetz Chaim, that he was zocher to be mamshich, the siyata d'shmaya that the Shulchan Aruch had, so they went over to him. So I'm saying like this, if there wouldn't have been a Mishnah Berurah, it would have been hard to learn Shulchan Aruch Orach Chaim, and it would have been kemat nishtakach, the limud of Orach Chaim, or the mudaut, of what it says in halacha. But now that we have a Mishnah Berurah, so everybody learns Shulchan Aruch and they learn Mishnah Berurah, and especially comes before a Yom Tov. So you see a lot of people learn the Shulchan Aruch. He brought it close that we're able to. But before Pesach, you're going to learn the Shah, the Magen Avraham, and the Taz, and then you're going to figure out what the halacha is. Like this, you see the Mishnah Berurah, you could easily know what the halacha is. That's a tremendous siyata d'shmaya. You see from here, just imagine how great this person was, the Chafetz Chaim, that he was zocher to such a siyata d'shmaya like that. Comes along certain people and say, he was only a Melaket. Hear that? First of all, it's not true. He was not just a Melaket. It's Pashut Sheker, because if you learn good the sugyas, you don't have to. I'm saying you want to know the halacha, you can learn just the Mishnah Berurah alone. But if you learn good the sugyas, so you'll see that the Chafetz Chaim Mamish worked through the sugya good, and he said chidushim or havonas, and he was
especially in the Bir Halacha.
What?
And especially in the Bir Halacha.
Especially in the Bir Halacha, yeah. So and that's one thing. Another thing is that somebody was zoche to such a siyata d'shmaya like that, so you don't talk, you keep quiet. This big chacham that says he was only on malag. It doesn't matter what it was, because the MS is, whoever talked like that, he forgot what we came here for. What we came here for. We didn't come here to be big. We came here to do Ratzon Hashem. And if somebody, you see that he had such tremendous siyata d'shmaya, it must have been that he was talking the tzaddik ador. He was zocher to such a siyata d'shmaya. Yeah, just like Rabbeinu was zocher. Yeah. So Lefizeh, so what does it matter? What he was? He was only on malag. What does it matter? Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So
but he paskin.
And he did paskin.
He wasn't an encyclopedia. He looked at everything, and but he was
machriya.
Their decisions.
Right.
It's not an encyclopedia. He decided each one of those points. He just gives all the sources, which more than Rambam ever did. He gives every source. So he traces. He tells you how he got it. But
we want tracing. You go to the Orthodox
Hashulhan. But he made a. It's full of sources, but he paskin. He didn't just say, go see this source and do what he says.
Even was machriya against the Magen Avraham. The Chavez Chaim was able to. That's a koch, right? It's a tremendous koch that. And nobody had time. Nobody criticized him for doing that. Nobody said, "How could you be machriya against the Magen Avraham?" Or, "How could you bechlal paskin shayla?" Nobody. It's Kabbalah and the whole Klai, maybe a few Yechidim, the Lubavitcher, but the rest.
And the Rambamists, of course.
They say, and that's what they say, that the Gaoner, the Tzik is covered up on the Gaoner. That means, why is it the Chafetz Chaim is not known for Gaoner? It's not known for its greatness in Torah. The other many Gedolim at that time that they were known for their greatness
because
in
he
Torah.
focused on the masses. The two things he did, his biggest projects, were popularizing Shmiras HaLashon and the Mishnah Berurah. He wasn't saying Shirim to the 5 most brilliant minds in the world. He wasn't developing a new kind of couple. He did things for us, for the great, Hamonan. And he didn't need to be, he said himself, I could have been, I could have done other things with my time, but this is what needs to be, so this is what I did.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
he knew how to learn. He could have been, he had the yeshiva, but he didn't. That's not what he saw. A lot of people that said about Rav Kahneman, right? The Panamid Rav. He said, if I had only stayed with my learning, I could have been somebody. Instead, I saw I had to build up yeshiva, and I made it my. But I could have been like my friends who became big. I didn't do it.
He said Rav Ari Levine. His rabbis told him he wouldn't have come to Israel. He would have been great. I said, but now we have somebody who visited the prisoners. Gave Rabbi Yashu a shver.
Yeah, but you do see his greatness in the Mishnah Berurah. And I'll tell you another thing, in the Chafetz Chaim you see his greatness also, because just happened thing, before you see the Sefer Chafetz Chaim, how much is there in the union of Lashon Hara Allah in Shas? There are a few lines.
What's the Shem?
And then there's other places that maybe a few things. And there's Rabbeinu Yonah.
In Shulchan Aruch there's nothing. It's only in the Rambam where they have Halachat Lasid Lavo.
So there's not, yeah, right. In the Rambam there's a few halachas, and then the Rabbeinu Yonah. So to make a whole sefer based on these few things, it's a tremendous gonus if you think about it. But we're used to it. There's a sefer, Chafetz Chaim, it's a sefer. They said that he had to go away. He went away from home for 2 halves of a year. That means 2 winters. He went away from home and he saw there was a shtetl called Eishisha. And over there, and over there, I don't know, maybe it was close to his shtetl. But he stayed there for a whole winter writing this sefer, working on this sefer. And then the next year, the whole winter again, he said he needed to be in his bodhus to be away from everything to write such a brilliant sefer like that. And now There are people that wrote Perushim on this Sefer